G'day Frag, welcome. G'day Prancing Killer. That's not VR, right? No, this is Track IR. Yeah, that's it. I haven't flown on the Eastern Front in probably a month or something. Not since Bodenplatz. Reason why I'm back here is that there's the numbers. I'm on Wings of Liberty right now, and it has the numbers. There's something like I think it's 60 players out of 84. Whereas Combat Box with Bodenplatte and Knights of Air with Bodenplatte, they each have like 4 players, 6 players right now for the last couple of hours, which is not viable. So here I am back on the Eastern Front, and it's actually good fun to be back. I really kind of am enjoying being back. Usually I'm flying the P40. I've sort of that's run its course, and now I'm back on the more high performance Luftwaffe aircraft. I was flying the FW190 earlier. Alright, there's a Beagle Lake, and I'm flying in an F4, BF109 F4. The temperature said -5, so I assume there's probably going to be snow, but obviously, even though it's -5, there's no snow. This is the Moscow campaign. Which means we can expect fairly rudimentary beginning of the war aircraft in this campaign. That I am in this aircraft, an F4. It's basically the most highest performance high-tech aircraft on this map. You can't fly an FW190 on this map, for example, because it's historically it hasn't arrived on the front line out here as yet. Where am I going to go? Towards the enemy railway station, I think. Basically east from, try and gain some altitude. Is it normal that I get high performance in 4K than in VR at 1428, 2856? Yeah, I think that's normal. I don't really I'm not giving you an informed opinion though, I'm only giving you my general impression. A fuzzy, vague, impressionistic painting is what I'm giving you, because I don't actually have VR. Not yet anyway, and I don't have 4K yet either, so. But it's my understanding that a panel, like a screen running 4K is probably going to be easier for the computer to operate and give you performance than with VR. I don't know that for a fact. That's just my fuzzy impression based on what I've read in the forums and what we've discussed earlier in the chat and things like that. Alright, we're about at the Axis train. Be just down here, I think. I can see it. There it is there. And then further yonder is the enemy train. Let's go there. What do I see over there? I can see a flare. No, I can see an aircraft going down in flames. Let's head on over there. And see a parachute deployed. So I can definitely see the black smoke, but I can't see the aircraft. Even though there must be an aircraft down there. I can see one there. I'm zoomed right in. And I can see a plane. What could it be? Guess I'll fly right up to it and find out. My aim is so bad in these planes lately. I was flying a G6, which has basically two 50 caliber machine guns. There's two planes there, and two cannon. And I used up all my ammo firing at a P40 and chasing it down to the deck, trying not to G-lock it. 3 planes. And I only managed to nick it, and that was it. Are these all Axis planes or what? He's going fast. What do we got here? That looks like a yak on a 110. No, it's a 109. Following very closely. What's that? Okay, so I'm right over the enemy train, I guess. Alright, there it is. There's the enemy train. Good to know. G'day Ragor, yeah, flying the 109 today. I was just explaining that I've been enjoying flying on the Western Front for the last month or so, and before that I was flying the P40 on the Eastern Front, and now I'm back flying the high performance Axis aircraft such as the FW190. I was flying that on an earlier map, and I'm on Wings of Liberty. There's about 60 players out of 84 players, so it's very busy. Whereas Combat Box and Knights of the Air, they've each got about 4 players or 6 players, so it's not really viable at this time. I wanted to fly some World War One, maybe fly an Albatross, but I couldn't see any World War One servers, unfortunately. Anyways, I'm enjoying being back on the Eastern Front, and I haven't flown the Axis aircraft on the Eastern Front in ages. So here we are. Did you ever suffer through the HS129? No, I get you suffering by flying it. Yeah, I've flown the 129 quite a bit. I've used it to attack trains and stuff like that. There's an aircraft there on the deck coming from the enemy side. He's outside of the 10-kilometre bubble, but I can see him because the draw distance has been increased. He's following the road. This is not a good diving aircraft. It'll lose its control over the elevator in a dive. Nonetheless, I'm going to cut the power and dive. Just got to remember that the ground is right there. See if I can ID him too. Looks like a IELTS. Alright, that didn't work. Damn, that was savvy. Oh, man. I thought it wouldn't be as bad as that. You can see how rusty I am on the 109. Each one of them has different characteristics. That was an F4. I was flying the G4 earlier. That one is better in a dive. The G6 seems to be okay in a dive, from what I remember. Not perfect, but okay. And the FW190, the best out of all of them. What could have I done differently? I tried side slipping, I tried deploying flaps, nothing. It just went into like an uncontrollable dive, and it just kept on lowering the nose. I could have just basically, it's annoying, but I could have spiraled down, but then I would have lost track of the aircraft, assuming it stayed on its track along the railway. You know what, if I can get back there in time. He was going along the railway along here, towards here no doubt. If I go here and go back to here, I can probably hit F2, F4, E7, E7, 88, the HS129, E2, Mackie. I'll just go the F4 again, but I'll just try not to mess it up. What about the F2? F4 has a better engine. 180, 83 fuel. Yeah, that's gonna do it. Oh, what? Telling me that it's not available at this location. Alright, so F2 then. remove the headrest. So I've got MG and I've got, what have I got here? MG 150-115. That's a 15mm. Is that a cannon? Give me a chance to fly the fighters. I might fly something else after. It's okay, I guess, although it's very slow. The duck. Alright, my mission right now is to catch that IL-2 that was going along the train track. At least I know what he's up to. I can infer what he's up to. He's heading for the Allied train. Time for a sip of coffee. This plane, the engine's not so user-friendly. I'm trying to remember everything about it. Oh, I'll just take off, I guess. Oh yeah, elevator trim, for sure. That could save. G'day Thomas Lee. As I said earlier, this is Wings of Liberty. So there was an IL-2 passing the enemy train, going along the train track towards the Axis train. So I'm going to head to the Axis train and see if I can intercept that IL-2. I'm probably late, but you never know. The heading should be roughly 085 from where I am. There you go. Our railway station at 718 is under attack, so my hypothesis is correct. Thomas, no worries. So it's under attack definitely by an IL-2. The IL-2's probably finished attacking by now. One thing that was really good yesterday, there's an aircraft, is I got to fly in combat in the World War One planes against a viewer of the Froggy Frog 9000 channel. And that was actually, it was rudimentary, it was difficult. The stream cut out 5 times, there were problems. There was a lot of coordination required, but basically we got kind of 2, maybe 3 dogfights in, and it was really good. The first one resulted in a head-on collision, the second one resulted in I got shot down, and the third one resulted in I shot down the viewer. It was really awesome, so look forward to more of those, hope. Alright, so I've got company in my pursuit of this I-16. What's that there? It's not an I-16, it's a P4. He's doing some high yo-yo shenanigans. And I'm on. I'm faster than him, of course. Nicely done, Frog. There he goes, he's back. Some pretty aggressive flying there from me. That was a yak or a lag or something. There he is. See what we can do. Plane's quite hard to control. Nah. I have to wait for my buddies to get him. I think I probably should return to back. Otherwise I'll crash out. What should I be going? 270. It's tempting to try and take him out, but ailerons, they're working, but yeah, there's some problem with the aerofoil. Then again, I should really help my buddy there. I'll go back. He's probably got him, but try and participate a bit. He broke up mid-air before I could hit him, I think. Alright, now I'm going to RT. 270, 270. No problem with the engine really, it's just the wings. One of them keeps stalling in a turn because it's got bullet holes. I can still basically boom and zoom though, but yeah. So I was after an IL-2 and I couldn't actually see one, so I'm going 270. Where's the train? This is the train here. Pretty sure this is the train. This town has the train in it. If I'm lucky, I'll spot an IL-2. Nah, the train's not. Maybe I'll just have one last look at the train before I go back to the base. There's an aircraft. There's some fighting. What the heck is going on there? What is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? Looks like a 109. Yeah. I think he's shot someone down over. Do you like my gun sight? It's the latest Carl Zeiss model. An excellent lens. Alright, let's head a bit north to the train. And then RTV. I tell you what, playing with fire, driving around in this condition. Play with fire! But it's good to get a bit of combat experience here. Where is it? Hunting for an IL-2 right now. There's the train. And hey presto, there's an IL-2. Let's get him. 109. I'm out of ammo. No, I'm definitely going to RTB. Look at him, he's just still flying. Get him, guys. Get. Finish off the work that I started. That guy's got cannon. You can tell by the big... Damn, it took like 5 planes to take him down. That's epic. Alright, let's return to base. Man, that was alright. Am I on track IR? It says ACUM SE12. Everyone keeps asking that. Yeah, I'm on track IR. So this is the F2, having a little bit of success in this plane. I could have done with some cannons though to destroy that IL-2. Unless I hit the cockpit in a kind of a dive, I don't think I'd destroy the IL-2. You have to pretty much hit the pilot from above and not hit his armoured plate either. I can see that my wings are sufficiently ventilated. How's the fuel situation? Not good. Closest air base is the one I took off from, Sola di Lovo. 21 players there. In the north, 20 players at Nesterovo. Hopefully I'll be able to RTB without running out of fuel or overheating. Engines at continuous mode. Get over the other side of this lake. Engine sound getting funny. Yeah, it might be on its way out. I ran it at combat power for quite a long time. Still got the iron sights, yeah. I find if you follow the tracer, you get an idea of where it's going anyway. And you sort of don't so much need a sight. But yeah, there's that iron sight right there. Hit the oil. Works, but it takes ages for the engine to die down. And the IL-2, it seems like such an agricultural machine, but there's some innovation to it, like the radiator is buried inside the armoured fuselage, and it has an intake for the radiator on top of the engine nacelle and an outlet for the radiator exhaust underneath the aircraft, but between the engine and below the cockpit where the wings are. So it intakes air above the engine cowling, and then that air gets cycled through an S-bend and fed through the radiator inside the aircraft, and then exited through the radiator exhaust underneath the engine, essentially just behind the engine firewall. And so if you're trying to hit the radiator, you got to get through all those layers of armour that make up the fuselage, because the fuselage is built of armour essentially. I think the only part of the fuselage that's not made of steel is the empennage, the tailplane, basically the last tail section of the fuselage. Going pretty fast, 450 k's an hour. Completely out of ammo. Careful lift loss due to damage. Yeah, that's a good point. That was partly the reason why I wanted to RTB, is because I was not getting such good lift out of one of the wings, and when I was in a turn, I kept on stalling prematurely because the wing just wasn't giving good lift. It's a bit lopsided, 41 Germany, 24 Soviet Union. But what you find is that a lot of experienced players are on the Soviet Union side, and a lot of newbies are on the German side. One plane, which one was that? That was probably the P-40. I need some cannon. Additional mass 4 kilograms. That must be the ammo. That's not much. 200 rounds. That can't be right. Ammunition mass 42 kilograms. Gun mass 44 kilograms. It's more like it. Speed loss 0. Oh, I think I know what it means. It's a net increase, perhaps. I get it. So I'm replacing the MG-150-115 with an MG-150-120. It's a single gun firing through the propeller, and the net increase in weight is 4 kilograms. That's how I'm reading that. And it carries 42 kilograms worth of ammo. It carries 200 rounds of 20mm. That's definitely an option I'm going to take. That's what I was missing when I was attacking the IL-2. Ready to go, I think. So probably head back to the enemy train and try and repeat my original process, but without crashing. Yeah, prop pitch is automatic. I think the radiator's automatic. Guys, I'm going to go and grab a cup of coffee. I'll be back in about 3 minutes. So I guess just hang loose. I haven't gone anywhere. I'm just grabbing a cup of coffee. Back. Alright, I'm back. Ragor says, nice flying, salute. Cheers, Ragor. Could use pitch prop. It's automatic in 109. Does this run on Mac? Good question. Probably yes, but probably not well, and probably with great difficulty. I don't know that. Yeah, if you can run Windows on a Mac, you might well be able to. Alright. Damn, what was that? Was that just a high-speed flyby, or is there a combat going on? Those guys are going far. 2109. That's cool. "21 people in the chat. If you're enjoying this and you want to give something back for free, smash the thumbs up button. Alright, I shot up 2 aircraft, a P-40 and an IL-2 over the trains, and I'm going to head back to the trains. I'm going to the enemy train, and we'll see what's cooking over there. Someone's landing in a 110. It's a pretty nice airfield, that one, actually. Kind of got a choice of runways. They're nice and big. You can see them easy from the air. JU88. Is D key still rises darker glass? I know what you mean. I just tried it and it didn't. I've done it once before. I don't usually use that feature, but I know the one that you're referring to. There's that kind of sunglass that you can put over the gun sight, but I can't remember how to do it. Ha! Hello. Hello there. Very nice. Hopefully you don't crash into me. That's pretty cool. As long as he doesn't crash, that's pretty. You think left out F for sunshade? Yeah. Hey. Nice. Sunglasses. So, is it a hindrance? I don't think it's a hindrance. I think it actually doesn't hinder things too much, and that might actually be useful when you've got sun glare. Wonder if it increases my long distance spotting ability. Got to try everything, right? Alright, the Allied train is down there somewhere. You can see the detail draw distance, and then but the good news is you can see beyond it because the draw distance for planes has been extended. Looking. I'm going to turn soon and then go along the train track. But first I have a sip of... Oh damn, there was two of them there. Well, that's nice. But I gotta go to the trains. That's the thing, I knew there was one there, I didn't even know the other one was there. Lucky there was no collision. It's probably good that I waggled my wings first of all. Just to kind of give them a heads up, hey, I'm gonna do something. But what are they up to? Are they joining? I've lost them. Oh well. What's that up there? What do we got? Those are the two 109s, man, they're moving fast. In a nice formation. Maybe I should stick with them, eh? And what have we got up here? Why has he got his lights on? Nice flight 109 wingman of E7. Who's that aircraft down there? Another 109. That's the enemy train down there. That's my train right there. looking for IL-2s in particular. I've got a cannon in the nose now, that's going to help. They seem to fly along the train track at treetop level. Our railway station is under attack. Okay, let me head back there. Pretty high speed, nearly 700 k's an hour. Still controllable. Only just. Alright, there's an aircraft there that's on fire. It was the... Gonna have to cut my power pretty soon. I've been operating at 85 for a long time. Alright, I can see 2 aircraft down there. Looks like they're going towards the enemy train. They're probably Luftwaffe aircraft going in for a ground attack, maybe 110s or HS-129s or Ju-88s. They're flying from left to right. They're about to go into the crosshair now. And I'll just mosey on over. When I get closer, I'll increase power to 85. I'm pretty high up, so shallow dive. Shallow dive. We've got one of them. Where's the other? Because of course there were 2. Zoomed right in. Almost looks like he's going to RTB back to the Soviet airfield. What's he up to? Alright, there's 2 of them. One of them's just flown by at really high speed, left to right, going across the crosshair. Barely see him. No, I can't see any of them. Now I've got one of them. Now I've got the other. It's a 109 coming into attack on something here. Gonna have to increase power now. It's a I-16. Got him. There he is, he's still going. There he is. Up into the sun. Just got to keep track of him, that's the hard part. Is that a Peshka there? There he is there. Come straight down on him right now, I think. Shit! Man, shit. I hit that I-16 like on at least 2 passes, I reckon. At least we solved the darker glasses conundrum. Alright, let's go. Look at the numbers, they're much more even now. 37 versus 34, it's basically even. 1 assist. Make sure I've got that cannon still. 150, 120. Remove the headrest. Do I want to go for an armoured windscreen? Probably, but... Damn, I really, really hate collision. Yeah, I agree with you there, Frag. Too low for that. Should extend away a bit and then dive back. The one thing is that directly before that, I'd lost sight of him completely. So I was trying to go in a bit too close so that I could maintain visual contact. Oh well. Midget, turn fighting that midget was bad. It is a midget, isn't it, the I-16? They call it the ratter, which means rat. Like a small rodent, small creature. Yeah, got a few good passes on. So there was me and a 109 shooting up that I-16, and for some reason we still didn't manage to knock him down. Even though I had a few good passes at him. Hit him with a cannon. And he was just sort of moseying around. Alright, we got a big bird just landed there. I think it was, there's an 88 there. Was that an 88 as well? I don't know. I'll just steer towards some clear land and just take off there. Lights are on. And let's do it. Landing gear up, lights off. Back to the train area. I think my approach was a lot better that time to the combat. I had a shallow dive, like a cruise, not a cruise dive, like a cruise descent going on at continuous power, just descending slowly towards those two aircraft, and as I got closer I could make out that one of them was attacking the other, and then I figured out it was a 109 attacking something, and then I figured out it was 109 attacking an I-16. Got a shot in, lost him, found him, got another shot in, hit it at least once including with cannon, and then bloody collision. I hate collisions. I'm so trying to avoid collisions. Uh, 080 is what I want. I want a little bit of altitude, not too much. I just put into a very shallow climb. We still have two train stations, two trains. Axis train, Allied train. Yeah, it does. The I-16 does resemble a GB racer. Yeah, I should have, I don't know, it's 2020, even 2020 is not always perfect.